Hey, so today I was reminded of something that's very, very interesting that happened as a result of one student getting a really great result and another student asking a very profound question that caused me to remember something I've forgotten and I oftentimes forget. So, and also excuse me, I just got back from the gym, so my face might be a little sweaty, a little oily, it's just what it is. So I was just super excited to actually come and tell you this. And also, before I even jump in, if you want some help growing your business, like maybe even trying to grow your business, it's just not quite growing the way you want, or you're thinking about starting your business and you just want to have like all the right steps before you get started, go ahead and click the link inside the description to book a call with myself to see if I can help you inside of our program. So, volume versus targeting, okay? So oftentimes what happens when someone makes a jump from a corporate job to starting their business, there is a bit of a culture shock. Now, it's the difference between volume and targeting. Corporate generally reinforces the idea of targeting. Okay, so whenever you're working, let's say you do accounting in corporate, or even let's say you do it like for an accounting firm. So we'll just say like a accounting firm, right? And you're maybe doing like tax prep, or you maybe do bookkeeping inside of there. You're doing the actual work itself, which has a lot of value, but you don't have to deal with kind of the BS of marketing and sales. All the people that come to you know why they need your help. They've already paid the firm and they're interested in working with you. So you're used to seeing maybe, we'll say like 5 people. But in order to get to that 5 people, the business that you're working for has had to talk to probably 500 people to narrow that down. But as we're inside of our job, we only see the 5 people. And when you start your business, you assume that everything is only 5 people. So they grossly underestimate how much effort it takes to actually go and get clients. Because think about it like this. Most businesses that operate, they have a marketing department and they have a sales department. Okay, they don't have a marketing department because they're too small. It's mostly a sales department, which is going to be outbound dialing. So what happens is marketing goes and takes a giant pool of people. So let's say there's 300 million people in the United States. But marketing doesn't. It takes those 300 million people and it finds a group and a pairing of those that are relevant to our business. Now, it's not going to be perfect, and there are ways to kind of filter down out of those 300 people, the 300 million people, to maybe, we'll say they have a target market of like 1 million people. Within there, they can even do an extra layer of filtering that gets that 1 million people down to maybe 50,000 or 20,000 people, which, in my opinion, 50,000 people, if I only had 50,000 potential targets, I'd be very, very fearful. I'd be very scared, okay? You don't want to be too small. The smaller your list gets, the more precise and perfect you have to be inside of your sales process. We'll talk about sales in a second, but marketing is about filtering and getting people to signal that there is a certain degree of interest in your product or service. Next, what sales does is they basically go and interact with those people. Whether some people they'll do like someone will fill out a form and they'll give them a call. Someone will message them on social media. Someone might text them. They might send them an email. But it's a one-to-one communication to identify if the marketing has done a good job of identifying who is the right person, and then basically warming the person up until they are ready to purchase. And then they go to the fulfillment side. Or basically, when I say fulfillment, it's people that will actually do the service delivery, right? So that's a business word, is client fulfillment or service delivery. Okay, so oftentimes us as the accountants and bookkeepers, we're only in the service delivery, so we don't see these other 2 or 60% of the business, right? So when we start doing the business ourselves, we become the marketing channel and the sales channel. And most people don't really understand that you have to do so much filtering and so much volume in order to go and reach your goals. Now, I don't want you to get overwhelmed when I say volume, okay? It's very easy with the internet to have a high number of targets, and then the internet will filter that stuff down for you, so you don't have to do that much reach yourself. And even on top of that, you can use automation tools to start the conversation, so that the only people that you are talking to are people that have signaled that they're interested in working with you. So let's say, for example, you're on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has about 28 million business owners listed on their platform. Okay, that's a lot of people. 28 million, I like that as like my total addressable market. That's called a TAM. TAM is what they call total addressable market. I like to be able to kind of maybe shrink that down to about, 30, 40,000. Now keep in mind, earlier I said I don't like it if my total market's only 50,000. I don't like that. I want a total market that's very, very wide, and I can choose small segments there because then I have more choice. I like being able to have control in my life because, right, I'm always thinking about how can I control. That's why I started my business. I want to be in control of my life. I want to be able to have the financial freedom to be able to do what I want, when I want, with who I want, right? So it's the same thing when I'm doing marketing. I want a large list that I can then filter down. So now you have your 20 to 50,000 people. Now, on LinkedIn, there are a lot of different automation tools that you can use to start the conversation with a percentage of those people, right? You don't want to talk to 50,000 people in like one day. If you could and like it was fully automated, I would totally recommend you do that because then you can really grow your business pretty quickly like that. But most people won't do that, and like most social media platforms will not allow you to talk to that many people at one time, because usually the only people that talk to that many people that fast are people that are like either spamming or people that are like paying for a lot of money in advertisements, right? Because most social media platforms, they don't really want you to be able to use the platform to your full ability without paying for it. That's why most people who are considered power users end up either having like flags on their account, or they have to be forced to use a business page, which will use a lot of advertisements. Okay, so that's like you'll see me on social media. You might see me like advertising, for our Facebook group. You might see me advertising for my book. You might see me advertising for my Instagram profile, right? Because I'm trying to grow my numbers very, very quickly in a way that you can't do for free, right? Because I'm trying to move fast. Right? So for you guys, you can use automation tools to kind of simulate paying for an advertisement so you don't have to talk to that large of a group of people. That way, when the automation tool is there, the only people that you're really talking to is maybe out of, we'll say 1,000 people that the machine has talked to, you might have anywhere between like 10 to like 30 people that you have to speak to, which is not bad. If you don't want to talk to, 10 to 30 people are interested in giving you money, try to be nice, but maybe you shouldn't be in business. So I understand not wanting to talk to 20, 50,000 people. I understand that. I don't want to message 50,000 people. But when you can filter down to talk to 10 to 30 people, that's where the real magic is, right? Because when I first got started in 2015, I couldn't find 10 people that wanted my service. I didn't know any of this stuff about internet marketing. I had to pay thousands of dollars on courses and masterminds to learn this skill set about volume. Because I was the same way you are, right? I was thinking targeting, okay? What people know they need my service. Everyone likes it. Everyone wants it. They understand, what a CFO does. But no one did. So I had to learn how to expand that market, filter down, educate people, and then get them to want to work with me. All right, cool. So another thing you can do, if you don't want to have such a large pool, you can actually hijack this filtering, this marketing, this sales process. You can actually hijack it. So if you think about it, if you had to do this process, other business owners probably had to do the same process. And if that's the case, other business owners probably have a pool of clients, or else they wouldn't be in business. So if I want clients and I want to reduce my work output, the logical next step would be, well, why don't I just go tap into other people's client pools? And then they already filtered everything down. They talked to the 50,000 people already. They have even, sold the people, and now they're doing the client work. So if I just tap into this part, I can avoid these other 60% of the tasks. So for example, this question was actually brought up because one of our students, she basically got a deal, and I'm gonna release that YouTube video very quickly. I'm like finishing editing like my take on it, but she got a deal where basically she got 22 clients from this like government contract that kind of happened. Then so it's basically she partnered with someone that like is like a business consultant. Like they basically help businesses like write like business plans and stuff. So she basically partnered with that firm, and then from that actual firm itself, she got 22 initial clients, right? Now they basically just got 2 more contracts. We're still kind of trying to see how many clients come from that, but if the first one got 22, it's safe to say this one can be anywhere from like 10 clients to about 40 clients that can come from these 2 new contracts that she got, right? Now, the reason why I even had this conversation is because one of my other students said, man, it seems like this student is always in the right place at the right time. And I was like, That's a weird thing to kind of think or say. You've seen this student like putting in the work on a very consistent basis. You've seen this person, utilizing LinkedIn. You've seen this person talk about the leads that they're getting. So it's not that they're in the right place at the right time. They're just better at filtering down and tapping into, volume and space better than you are. This stuff doesn't just happen. I think a lot of us kind of assume that this stuff just happens. Right? That's what this video is really inspired by. I don't know if it's maybe like the market is kind of said, or maybe there's like a random people online that are telling you start a business in 5 minutes and you're gonna make $1 gajillion and just kind of happens. No, you make it happen, and then you get that continued success. Because if you can control your growth, you can control the rest of your life. Because then if maybe you lose a client, you know how to get another client back. Let's say that there's like an event that causes a lot of businesses to go out of business. You know how to rebuild very quickly, and you're never really in like a financial kind of like panic, right? So it's all about control, but you control your growth and control your life by using volume and statistics, right? Because all this stuff is statistics. Think about it. You have a total addressable market. That's an entire population. In statistics, we call it the population. Our smaller segment we're going after, that's a sample. Right, and that a sample is basically a smaller segment of the entire population in statistics. Okay, we know that after a certain percentage of the people we speak to, there's a probability that X percentage of them are going to work. That's also statistics, right? That's all KPIs, just a statistic. So if you get really understand that, it makes business a lot easier and a lot more fun, because rather than kind of hoping that you're going to get a client, you know that if you talk to X people and you filter down, so if your machine talks to X people, you're going to have this many responses. Out of this many responses, it's going to turn into this many consultation calls. This many consultation calls, let's say you close 1 out of 3, that's 30% close rate. Okay, cool. So all you have to do is multiply out the number of people that your machine needs to talk to in order to go and have this number on the back end. So let's say you want to talk to 10 clients. It means you need 30 consultation calls because you close 1 out of 3. Okay, and then you need more of this, and you need this, and then you need this. And you're able to really reverse engineer the ability to go and make whatever income you want inside of your life, okay? That's how you gain that control. That's how you gain that freedom. Then once you have that ability to like really control your growth, it's just about a matter of time to really like let it play out and to kind of let reality catch up to what your plan is. Okay, hopefully learn something new. I know it might have sounded like a rant, but it's like, this is something I'm very, very passionate about, because my job in these videos is to help you see more accurately what it takes to actually win. Okay, I don't sell lies, I don't sell dreams. I want to sell you the truth, okay? So if you want some help growing your business and you want to make sure that you know exactly what you need to do to go and reach success, go ahead and click the link inside the description, either below the video, book a call with myself or a member of my team to see if I can help you inside of our program. More than likely, if you're coming from our YouTube channel, you're going to speak directly to me, because I really like speaking to my YouTube viewers, because you guys are the nearest and dearest to my heart, okay? So if that's you, I will see you on the call. If not, I will see you inside the next video. No harm, no foul. But if you're ready to make that change and you want to actually go and finally make this the year where you're able to, grow your business, leave your job, get that financial freedom, be able to spend more time with your kids, go ahead and click that link. I'd love to see you on the other side. Okay, take it easy. Talk to you soon.